Good morning. It is 7:09 a.m. on Monday, September 17th, 2018. I'm Christiana Ellis and I just got up. This is 5 more minutes. Um, my sleep is all messed up right now, partly just because I had kind of a cold yesterday, a little bit under the weather. Um, and that led to me taking a 3 hour nap in the middle of the day. Yeah, like 2 to 5 p.m. was me asleep, which I felt much better after the nap, actually. But as sometimes happens when you take a long nap, I found myself having trouble getting to sleep at the usual time last night, and so now I'm a little bit tired this morning. I don't feel as much like I have a cold, though, so anyway, feeling a little better, but just kind of having to wake myself up for the day. I am excited though because I got. I'm pretty sure I mentioned this a few weeks back when I got them, but I have Hamilton tickets to see it here in Boston, and that's for this Saturday, so less than a week now, so that's exciting. Yesterday, other than taking a nap, I also watched the next movie from the AFI list, which was All About Eve, which, if you haven't seen it, it's a 1950 drama with Betty Davis and Ann Baxter. And it's interesting because I feel like especially when it comes to classic films, you don't see as many that really have a woman protagonist dealing with other women. There's not that many. Um, there's lots of them that have a female protagonist that are dealing with you know the boys in her life, boy trouble. And this one is not even so much that there are no men in it. I mean, there certainly are, and there are significant characters. But it's just a different kind of story, and I think it stands out in that regard. The basic premise is we have Betty Davis as, uh, a theater actress. She's a big star, but she's starting to get old enough. Um, I think they said in the movie that she's 40. Um, and so she's starting to get old enough that she's feeling some insecurity about how her favorite, I don't know what I'm looking up, um, her favorite sort of, sorry, I'm trying to do too many things at once here. Her favorite playwright keeps writing plays that star 20-year-old characters. And he insists that he's still writing the character for her and he wants her to play him. He wants her to play the character, and everyone else is doing the flattery thing of reassuring her, but she's starting to feel a little bit insecure about getting older. And she's dating the director. She has this circle of friends. And into this setting comes Eve Harrington, and this is a mousy little girl that says she has come to every single performance of this latest play, and comes across. I think. I think, given our modern familiarity with stalker-like behavior and fans that go to an extreme, some of that behavior reads a little bit more obviously troubling today, maybe more so than it did at the time. I don't know for sure, but in any event, the the issue is that she's brought into this circle because she's this harmless little mousy thing who's so helpful, and she's such a big fan, and she just wants to help and all that sort of thing. But gradually, um, various characters start to realize that there may be um, sinister motives, or not sinister so much as deception is involved. The it may be that it's real. There's some it's kind of a put on. Like what she really wants is to get in to the famous theater circles for her own purposes, as opposed to like sinister motive sounds like she means to do someone specific harm, as opposed to just advance her own career. But I think it's a really good movie. If you haven't seen it, you should check it out. I also played a little bit of the new PS4 Spider-Man game. Not enough of it to really get a solid impression yet, but just a little. It seems stressful at first, just because at least at the beginning, I feel like it kind of overwhelms you with there's so much stuff to do and all of it feels important, and so it's a little bit like, okay, I have this mission that I've been given, and technically there's not a timer on it. I don't have to go do that right this second, but it sounds important as presented in the story, like I should hurry over there, except then there's all these various crimes happening on the way. Yeah. But then, I mean, I suppose to some extent that's kind of a Spider-Man simulation, right? Anyway, I'll go ahead and leave it there for today, and I will talk to you all tomorrow for 5 more minutes.